1017 FM and 710 KEEL. Robert J. Wright and Erin McCarty. It's 24 before 9 o'clock. Mr. Pat Forbes is with an organization known as Restore Louisiana. Hey, Mr. Pat, welcome to KEEL. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
What is Restore Louisiana, and why on earth is Restore Louisiana coming to Shreveport?
Restore Louisiana is the program that the governor set up in response to the floods of March and August 2016. And we have $1.7 billion from the federal government to spend for that recovery, and the Restore Task Force guides that recovery through their decisions.
Now, $1.7 billion is a lot of money, and this is sort of folks' last chance to take advantage of this government, this federal government largesse.
Exactly right.
How much of the 1.7 is left? And pardon me, I find it kind of hard to believe that there's people who have not taken advantage of this already. Tell me more.
Well, so how much is left is sort of that the money only gets spent as people rebuild their homes. The important thing is that we know there are about 20,000 families in Louisiana who could be eligible for assistance through this homeowner repair program because they flooded and had substantial damage, who have not completed the survey. It's a simple 5-minute survey to fill out either online or on the phone. And we've got a lot of folks who have not done it yet, and our deadline is this Friday.
Do you have any estimate? Do you have any just number in your head? You know, like you guys at Restore Louisiana talk about at lunch, how many people in this area may still be eligible to take advantage of this and have not?
We do. We pinpoint people geographically who we know should be filling it out and haven't. We also send them emails, text messages, letters in the mail, phone. We call them to say, hey, and to your question, we know there are hundreds, if not over 1,000 people in the Shreveport area who should have completed the survey and at least tested out to see if they'd be eligible, who have not yet.
The survey's at restore.la.gov. Let me ask you this, Pat. We're talking to Pat Forbes with Restore Louisiana. A lot of folks maybe haven't filled it out because, you know, they went ahead and made the repairs to their home. Maybe they don't have the receipts. They don't have all the documentation they think you guys are going to need. How do you answer that?
None of that matters. We can come out. We can ascertain how much work you did just by doing a inspection of the house, and we don't need receipts. It doesn't matter that you did the work. The governor just recommended, and the task force approved this past Friday, an increase for reimbursement of work done from 50% to 100% for most of the applicants. So it doesn't matter how much money. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter if you finish the work. It doesn't matter if you have receipts.
Pardon me. Let's repeat that once again. That Restore Louisiana and this federal funding will reimburse for work already done up to 100%.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you've got outreach events planned. I think the date is this coming Friday, the 20th.
Right. We've already had an outreach event in Shreveport a couple of weeks ago. Our upcoming outreach events this week are in the Baton Rouge, Livingston Parish area.
Okay.
All right. And restore.la.gov.
In addition, if you don't have internet access, you can call 866.
Hang on just a second. Let me get a pen. Okay. 866
735 2001, and the person at the other end of the line will fill the survey out for you.
And the point is, there's no doubt in my mind that there's dozens, hundreds, maybe more folks listening right now that have already paid for their flood repair that still, and you're saying, might be eligible for up to 100% reimbursement for the monies they spent, right?
Not and all it costs them to find out is a 5-minute survey.
And if they've already filled out the survey and they haven't heard from anyone, does that mean they're not getting any money?
No, not necessarily. No action is necessary by those folks who know they have a survey in. But no, if somebody has filled out a survey and not heard from anybody in months, then they should call their case manager and check in, because we should have reached them by now. But that's unlikely.